Now I did use the gold, this isn't the gold, the gold. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I've got a little bit of a hodgepodge of favorites this week. First off, I was out of town with some friends last weekend, so I have one kind of like travel-y sort of favorite, and then I was feeling like this sort of makeup look. So I've got some favorites kind of that make up this sort of makeup look. So yeah. And then I got something that totally doesn't go with anything, and I just wore it one day and really liked it. So it doesn't match anything. So yeah, let's get to the favorites. So first off, my out of town favorite is this palette right here. This is the Tarte Ladies Night Clay Palette. So this came in that QVC set that was so amazing with like the foundation, 2 brushes, this, a lipstick or like a gloss lipstick combo, and then a mascara. It was a today's special value, but I think it's still around and still a pretty good price. So I will link it down below for you, but this little palette was in that set and it's like perfect for traveling. So I really like this blush. I don't know if it says glammed. The blush is glammed. Looks like the highlighter is Gal Pal and the bronzer is Happiest Hour. Happiest Hour. Yes, so let me swatch those. Now I did use the gold, this isn't the gold and the maroon. I like these, but they need a mixing medium. They're like a kind of chunkier sort of shadow, so they really kind of get crumbly if you don't give them something to adhere to. If you don't give them something to adhere to, they're gonna like go all over your face. And when I was traveling, I did not have my MAC Fix Plus, so I kind of had to do like some cleanup with my makeup look. Like I loved the makeup looks, like they came together, the eye look, but I just had some cleanup to do. So I would say if you do have this palette or get this palette or whatever, use the gold, where'd it go? The gold and the maroon. I don't know gold from maroon today. Apparently the gold and the maroon, I would say use it with a mixing medium. So there they are there. There's a random little, I don't know, rogue bit of eyeshadow there, so don't mind that. But yeah, really pretty. The bronzer blends very well. The blush blends very well. The highlighter is a beautiful kind of like icy champagne sort of a color, but it's really light, so it's really, really pretty. So yeah, I really do like this. I love these kind of palettes for traveling. Like they're just so easy. Has a mirror with it. Like it's just kind of all in one there, so super duper easy. Well, I just realized that that rogue bit of eyeshadow is actually a hole in my hand. So I don't know, maybe a Chester tooth mark or something, who knows. Okay, so on my eyes this week, I totally cannot take credit for this eye look or this inspiration. My sweet and funny friend April, Wanna Makeup here on YouTube. If you don't watch her, you totally should. She's hilarious, she's sweet, she's just fun. In one of her hauls recently, she showed a picture of a yellow eye look. Like it was, I think, more yellow and brown, which I want to continue playing with the yellows. So more like, I don't know, I may have more yellow favorites in next week's favorites too, because I like these looks, like I'm really enjoying them. But anyway, I was totally inspired by that picture. I saw it and I was like, I want to play with some yellow eyeshadow. So I did this week, and I kind of like mixed it in with like dirty green sort of shadows. So yeah, like I just think it's something really funky and different and not really neutral, but not so out there. I don't know. I would wear this most places, but I think it's still just fun and creative. So anyway, can't take credit for the inspiration. It was totally from April showing that picture, so check out her channel, but this was the kind of stuff that I was doing this week. So first off, this palette. So I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette just because I was curious, and it just was getting to me that I'm like, I want to try it. Like I wanted it, so I got it. And I have been playing with it this week, so I am wearing some of these shadows, but I do have another favorite that I like way more and would recommend way more. Okay, so I played with this shadow. I do have this on my lids today. this one right here, I love this color. I think this is one of the ones that people were saying kind of like changes colors, and maybe a little bit, but it's just kind of like a dirty yellow color, like a dirty greenish yellow color. It's just kind of ugly. Like that's why I like this collection of colors, is that it's like colorful grungy is like how I would describe it. It's just something different. So yeah, I have that one on, and then I have a little bit of this kind of like muddy green. These are so soft. Man, these are so soft. I mean, to a fault. Like, I think this is a very difficult palette to work with. I am glad I bought it. I do really like it, but I really have to like change up my application technique with it. But like, look at all those colors. They're just funky and fun. Like that one, that yellow, I don't know. I like it. Like, I like the looks that you can create with it, but it just takes a lot of changing up how you do things. But aren't those just like, they're like grungy, like colorful grungy, you know? Just like something different. So use that palette this week, but then I got this one. This is the NYX Professional Makeup In Your Element Fire palette. And I feel like you can get very similar eye looks with this one, but then there are totally like some rogue shadows that are like not like the Subculture, really. Yeah, like there's definitely some. How can I hold this? Hang on, let me work this out. Okay, so here they are. So the Fire palette is obviously on top, and then the Subculture is on the bottom. So the shadows that I really am liking in the Subculture, those kind of like yellows and greens, there are some of those in this palette. So I am wearing that bright yellow in the Fire palette, and I'm also wearing that kind of like dirty turquoise green color as well. So I think you can kind of like get sort of similar looks with this palette. And this one is like, it's regular price $30, but then I got it during like a 30% off sale that made it like 21 or something like that. And then I had a 20% off coupon, so it ended up being with tax like around $18. So it is a more expensive drugstore palette, but I think it's really good. This color right here is similar to one in the Subculture too. So I think that like if you're wanting to go for these sort of looks, I'm trying to think of something else. Like you are kind of missing, I don't know, that kind of like muddy green, like that kind of army muddy green. That's not really in there, but I feel like you can kind of mix some of these and get towards that look. So if you don't want to mess with the Subculture and try to figure that out and work all that out, I think this is a good option. But I want to say, I mean, I am liking my Subculture. Like, and that's the thing. I'm always going to tell you if I like something. I like most makeup. Like, that's just the truth of it. I love makeup, so even if I have to tweak the way I do things, I just like playing with makeup. So I have to do a lot of tweaking with the Subculture, but I am really liking it. Like, I like the colors in it. But like I said, I love this palette too. And I think it's such good quality. How fun is that? Like putting that like on your lid and then blending it up with the yellow or something. Like something just really funky and different. Oh, it's so fun. So yeah, I was digging those sort of colors this week. Like just muddy and dirty green and I don't know, you know? I have another one that I got at the makeup show that I need to play with more, the Earth palette, because I've heard it's very comparable to this one too. So I'm gonna play with that one more. I wanna do more of the yellow looks. I'm digging them. But yeah, if you don't want to mess with the Subculture, maybe check this one out because, I mean, let me show you some of the other ones in it too. We're just going off in the weeds. We're just talking about everything. I mean, you can go like super red look with this. You can go super orange, like those super warm colors. I mean, you've got it in this palette. Let's see, what else can I show you? This one right here. I mean, they're just like super pigmented, but they blend really well. They're just, I mean, fun. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this red is so pretty. I don't think I've played with this one yet, but now I want to. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. So yeah, that's what I was doing on my eyes this week. On my cheeks this week, I did keep it pretty simple. I used this blush and then also the blush from this palette. So I'll show you this one more time just so you can see it. So this is just a really pretty kind of like neutral color, glammed So it's kind of like a neutral peachy sort of color. And then this one is, I love this, it's so cute. The Too Faced Papa Don't Peach. Peach Infused Blush. So that's what the outside looks like. This is the one that I'm wearing today. I do have a highlighter on with it, but it is a glowy blush. So it's kind of like a neutral nudie glowy blush. Kind of reminds me of the Lorac Alter Baked Balance and Brighten blushes. That is really hard to say. Baked Balance and Brighten blushes, which you guys know I love. So it's kind of similar to that. And these are actually not far off from each other, but Papa Don't Peach is up here. And then this one is Glammed from the Tarte palette. So they're not super duper different. This one's just a little bit darker, a little bit peachier. This one's a little bit more neutral and lighter, but they both have that kind of like glow on the skin. Really pretty, really fun. I have a hair across my face. Where is it? Do y'all notice how my hair, like I have a cow look. A cow look. This thing like always separates. I don't even know. I've been really trying to wear my hair straight more often. I'm sure y'all have noticed that. Like I'm really trying to wear it straight, but it has a mind of its own when it's straight. And I try not to straighten it when I leave it straight because I want to like just let it do its thing and stay healthier and all those things. But then we get this situation. Anyway, we're talking about blush. These are the two blushes I wore this week. I think they're beautiful. I think they both blend really well. I love this blush. This was one of my favorite things from the Peach collection, just because it blends really well. I think it's very neutral and very easy to wear and just a great blush that works for a lot of different makeup looks. So I was loving it this week. Lip favorites this week. I feel like I just talked about this one recently in some video. I don't remember, but I brought it with me out of town, loved it, put it on my friend. I did her makeup and used this color on her too. She loved it also. She even took a picture of the name of it because she liked it so much. This is like an old school YouTube favorite. Like this has been around a long time. This is Rimmel's Airy Fairy. And it's one of those colors, it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? This ain't broke. This is just a beautiful, neutral pink lip color. Has a little bit of like a gloss to it. It's just a pretty, easy lip color. Like it goes with a lot of makeup looks. It's comfortable, not super long wearing, but it's just a great lipstick to like throw in your purse and keep with you. So that's why I brought it with me, because it works with so many different makeup looks. Like I did I used the Tarte palette on her, and she has really bright, like crystally beautiful blue eyes, and that kind of like coppery burgundy really made her eye color pop. And this was just a really pretty kind of pinky neutral pairing with it. I think it's a really pretty bridal lip too. So yeah, Airy Fairy. And then what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and again, I feel like I just recently talked about this lip color, but it's one of my kind of like go-tos for a sort of like tanny nude when I don't want like a pinky peachy nude. I want more like, I don't know, edgy tan nude. This is one that I grab for a lot. This is the Lorac. It's one of the Alter Ego lipsticks. This is in Nudist. So again, yeah, it's like a tan. Light. It's not really a terracotta nude because it's got more, I don't know, nude in it than red. You know, like terracotta is a little bit more of that peachy. It's got that peachy richness to it. This doesn't really have that. This is more of just like a tan. I think I'm overthinking it. It's just a tan nude, Leslie. That's all it is. And then I have it with a lip liner. I have it with the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner, and this is in Epic. So that is kind of significantly darker than this one. So I kind of have to like line my lips and then go over the lip liner with the lip color, but you can still sort of see that the outside of my lips is a little bit darker than the middle part, but I don't mind, whatever. I think it's just a really pretty nude combo, like a tanny nude combo. Now these lipsticks, every time I go to apply them, I always feel like, oh gosh, it's accentuating dryness, like my lips are looking bad. But then it's sort of like they like meld with your lips or something, and they kind of like get creamier and calm down. Like right now I don't see like the dryness on my lips, but when I first start to apply it, and then the other time I wore it this week, it's like I don't know, it looks dry at the beginning, but then literally like a minute or two after wearing it, it's like it gets creamier and calms down, and then it's fine. So yeah, I really like it. And I feel like this color makes my lips look bigger than they are. I did overline my upper lip, but something about it. And then especially like if you added a gloss over it, yeah, even more of that like plump lip look. But I think it pairs really nicely, this color pairs really nicely with this sort of an eye look. So yeah. And then lastly, the favorite that has nothing to do with anything else that I just wore with like a neutral, easy eye look is this lip color. This is one of the Buxom, I think they're called like the Big and Sexy Bold Gel. It says Bold Gel, but I think it's like Big Sexy Lip Color or something like that. Bold Gel lipstick, and this is in Forbidden Berry. So this is one of the glossy ones. So I kind of like apply this lightly on my lips and sort of like blend it in. So I don't do like an opaque application like that. Like I sort of like lightly apply it and then rub my lips together. So it sort of looks like that kind of like, I don't know, popsicle stained lip look. And then I don't really have to worry about it like moving as much because then it's more of like a really thin stain application, if that makes sense. Versus like if you apply it really thickly, it is a cream lipstick. So then I kind of, you know, feel like I have to check my teeth all the time. But it's just a really pretty like pinky raspberry red kind of a color. I think it's just really fun. I just randomly pulled this out of a drawer and thought, I'm gonna wear that lipstick. And I really, really liked it. So very pretty, glossy, comfortable. They smell really good. I was really into these lipsticks when they first came out. And I don't know why I really haven't worn them as much because I think they're awesome lipsticks and still just as good as when they first came out. I just kind of forget about them. So yeah, showed that one a little bit of love this week and really enjoyed it. All right, guys, those are all my favorites for this week. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please do a thumbs up if you did, and let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.